Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As usual, I am your host, Sellssi, and today we're going to talk about the Ghana Black Queens. Yes, their next few games. Some of you were asking about it. I'll clarify that for you today, as they got an emphatic win versus Rwanda. The second leg, which ended in a 5-0 victory, 12-0 on aggregate for the Ghana Black Queens as they move on to the next round of the qualifiers for the women's AFCON. They will face Namibia next in November. We'll look at the itinerary today. We'll also talk about comments coming in for Thomas Partey to be moved on from Arsenal. It's coming from an Aston Villa former player, AGBONLAHOR. He says Partey, owing to his injury concerns, is not reliable for the Gunners, especially considering they are a club who are going for the title charge. We'll also have a look at Inaki Williams' hotel, which he has reportedly built. We'll look at all that today. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. So we'll be traveling to the AFCON 2024 in Ivory Coast, and your support will go a long way to help us. Sahara Football merch links are in the description to go a long way to help the channel and to make it possible to bring you the amazing coverage of the AFCON from a fan's point of view. We'll jump right into it and start off with the Ghana Black Queens, who today got an emphatic victory once again versus Rwanda. It ended 5-0, an emphatic one, which sees them move on to the next round, where they will be facing Namibia, the next country who will look to halt Ghana's and Nora Haptel's team's parade. The team has been in scintillating form, not losing a game so far, and also scoring a lot of goals, conceding very little as possible. They will play Namibia in November. The date is yet to be confirmed. Before then, they will play Guinea in the second round of the Olympics, Paris Olympics 2024 qualifiers. So Guinea versus Ghana women in October, dates yet to be confirmed, and then in November they will play with Namibia. That's the itinerary for the Ghana Black Queens, who are on a roll. It's going to take some stopping. They are going to take some stopping. So that is it there on the Ghana Black Queens, the itinerary there. They will play Namibia in November, and then before then Guinea will be played in October. My next story has to do with Thomas Partey, who is set to recover from injury in October. We're just a couple of days away from October, but AGBONLAHOR, who sees Arsenal as a side who should be aiming or always aiming for the title of late in the last 2 seasons, says Partey needs to be sold. Now, according to him, he has advanced an argument for the sale of the Ghanaian midfielder, Thomas Partey. Now, AGBONLAHOR explains that Arsenal must take hard decision of parting company with the 30-year-old due to a duplexity of factors. AGBONLAHOR holds that Partey's injury record, which has been, in his view, seen him miss nearly half of Arsenal's games since he joined, plus his age, should be enough reasons for Arsenal to part company with the Ghanaian. AGBONLAHOR motioned on TalkSport radio that Arsenal will be making a decision with long-term benefit if they decide to sell Partey. I will let Partey go. In some games he's poor, in some games he's very good, and in some games he is injured. When you sit down and work it out, is he giving you more than 50% of a season of best football? If I was Arteta, I'd sell him if the money was right. I think they were trying during the summer. I would look at a long-term replacement because as much as he's a good player, the injuries will get worse the older he gets. The Ghanaian has moved out of action for a while due to knee injury he sustained in the first week of September. The injury has seen Partey miss games against Fulham, Manchester United, Everton, PSV, and Tottenham Hotspur in recent times. In his absence, Arsenal have won 3 and drew 2 of the last 5 games, with new signing Declan Rice playing a lone pivot role. Unfortunately, Rice picked up an injury during the stalemate against Spurs and will undergo an assessment to determine the degree of the injury. Arsenal's injury woes continue, with addition to Rice taking the list to 5 players. The Gunners have Manchester City, Chelsea, Sevilla in their next schedule for October. And he makes a valid point. Let's put our sentiments aside as Ghanaians and look at the scenario objectively. Thomas Partey is not fit most of the time, most of the season. Arsenal paid huge money, are paying huge salaries to him. To have him be on the bench or in the doctor's room, it is not fair to the Gunners and to those that invested in him that he is always injured. Partey's injuries are unfortunate and probably through no fault of his own, but he makes a sound argument. If a player you bought for so much money and paying so much is not available most of the time to help your cause in terms of a title charge, is it really worth it? It's a question which I think genuinely Arsenal will be asking themselves. And I, for one, don't think Partey should be moved on. I feel he's a good player, a great player, and he will come good ultimately. But if you look at that, Arsenal might not have my patience and my optimism in terms of what they want to do with this team, Mikel Arteta in particular. So he makes solid points. Let's get our sentiments aside. I feel, however, that Partey will come good for the Gunners in the long term. But let me know what you think in the comments box. Thomas Partey, should he be moved on from Arsenal? Should the Gunners sell him and get a replacement in who is competent and fit enough most of the time? Arsenal have an injury worry with Rice. Partey would be needed. Arsenal fans already calling for him. We'll see what happens in the next few days. I end with a story of Inaki Williams' hotel in town, a multi-purpose $1 million hotel. The Black Stars players reportedly constructed a hotel in his hometown Achiase in the eastern region. Images of the project emerged online as Ghanaians hailed a Spanish-born Ghanaian. The hotel is getting close to completion. It's only a few adjustments away from being ready. It has a conference room, a restaurant, guest rooms, and many more facilities. The hotel is named after athletic club's 39,000 seated capacity stadium San Mames, fueling the rumors of Inaki being the owner of the multi-million dollar project. Inaki was born to Ghanaian parents in Basque, Spain, where he has lived all his life and currently playing with the Ghana Black Stars. Ernest Nuama has revealed that he felt Lyon would help him in his progression as a player, and that is why he played for them. He signed for them. He has also called on his teammates to remain united during these tough times for Lyon. So that has been it for today. Ernest Nuama calls for unity. Inyaki's hotel, Thomas Partey should be moved on, and the itinerary for the Ghana Black Queens. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great evening.